long time, and I'm glad to be back. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you. I would like to, first of all, acknowledge the thrust of this, as I see it. The thrust is to improve the city of Nanaimo. And I think this would be a great legacy for you if you're able to get this off the ground. So I understand that as a thrust, as a reason why we would do this. I appreciate that. The problem as I see it is there is very little appetite from people I hear to build it almost entirely by city money. It's a very expensive project. And it means that either taxes go up to pay for it, because even if you borrow the money, you still have to pay that back plus interest, or else other services will suffer that otherwise would be covered with our tax money. So we've got something that is a potential benefit to the city, and we've got lots of opposition. So how could we do this? How could we move this forward if it indeed is in the best interest of the city of Nanaimo? Which is a question I have no answer for. In order to be able to build this as it's currently visioned, it would require a great deal of transportation infrastructure. Might mean widening highways. I heard that there would be some widening necessary. It would mean more traffic downtown. It would mean far more parking spots downtown. That, too, has expenses for us that are long-term. I think that really if we want to build this, we need to do it right. Because there's no sense in building something if we haven't prepared for it adequately. And I don't think that the city of Nanaimo has prepared for this. And I'll tell you why. I also think that if we did prepare for this, there would be far more benefits. And here's some of the benefits I think would occur. If we prepared for this adequately, we could reduce the cost to this building. If we prepared for it, we could make the Howard Johnson site more feasible. If we prepared for it, we would make the city of Nanaimo far more attractive to younger adults, which is, I think, a very laudable goal. I'm getting long in tooth, and I think a few other people here are. I think it really is important for us to attract young adults to the city, and right now they're not happy with one thing I'm going to raise. If we prepared for it properly, we would reduce the pollution in the city of Nanaimo. We would reduce the number of deaths. We would reduce the number of costs for the large percentage of the population. This would help poor people, as well as students, as well as youth, as well as seniors. It would improve our physical well-being and our social outcomes. And then we would be ready for the center. Oh, and I might also add that if we did it correctly, the way I think it needs to be done, that we would uphold the vision that has been put together by so many citizens and others for the downtown land, as well as for the transportation master plan. And that's where I'm going to go. We have vision statements. We have already carefully thought about how we're going to make our city a great city. And unless we are going to embrace some of those components, then we're going to make this unduly expensive. If we built out the transportation infrastructure that this city needs, urgently, badly needs, including dedicated cycling trails and walking trails and a better built-out transportation system of transit, if we were to do that, then we wouldn't need as many car spots in this center. We would need to have way less money spent on this because we wouldn't need the parking spots, because we actually fulfill the transportation master plan. We wouldn't need to add highways and widths. We wouldn't need to worry about how many car spots there are because we would be satisfying the needs of the city. If we start there and invest this kind of money into that, then this will be a world-class city. And then, with that in place, we will far more easily be able to build this center.
much. I don't see any questions for you, sir.